Good morning, guys. So today we will discuss equation of lines and linear models. So first of all, we will discuss equation of the lines in point slope form, and then we'll talk about slope intercept form, equation of vertical and horizontal lines, parallel and perpendicular lines, and so on. Okay. So this is the point slope form. If you know the point and if you know the slope of a line, if you know a point on the line and the slope of the line, then you can find the what? Equation of the line. Right? So this is, you see, let's say you have this line, okay? So this is the line, and you want to find equation of this line, and you have a point. Let's say this is the point x1, y1, and the slope of this line is, let's say, m. So you know a point and slope, right? So if you pick a general point, let's say x comma y on this line, right? So this is a general point. This is a fixed point. Okay? So now if you want to find the slope of this line, you know the slope formula. So this is x2 minus x1, this is y2 minus y1 over. You remember that, right? x2 minus x1. Right? So now this is x and y1. Let's say this point is x1 comma y1. And this point is x2 comma y2, right? Are you with me? So now this will be m equal to, so what is your y2? Y, right? Y minus your y1 is y1 over your x2 is x minus your x1 is x1. Did you get it? Right? Then if you cross multiply, you see m high, this is m over 1. Right? This m high is 1 in the denominator. Then if you cross multiply this, you'll have, you see, m times x minus x1 equal to y minus y1, which is equal to what? Y minus y1 equal to m times x minus x1. Now this is the equation of a line in point slope form. You got it? So this is the equation of a line in point slope form. You got it, right? So now, hey, let's work with examples, okay? So look here. So this is the example you have. Write an equation of the line through the point negative 4 comma 1 and having a slope negative 3. So you know the point. This is negative 4 comma 1. Right? And you also know the slope. What is the slope? Negative 3. And you just plug in, like this is the point x1, y1, this is the value of m. You just plug in here, okay? Then you will get the equation of the line. So it's going to be y minus y1. What is the value of y1? 1. equals to m times, what is the value of m? Are you guys with me? I'm using this formula, okay? Y minus y1. Y minus y1 equal to m times x minus x1. Point slope form. So this is y minus 1 equals to, what is the value of m? Negative 3, right? And then you have x minus, what is the value of x1? What is the value of x1? Negative 4. You see that? So now, this is going to be y minus 1 equals to negative 3, parenthesis x, negative times negative positive 4. And then this is y minus 1. You distribute this negative 3. Okay, so this is negative 3x minus 12, and you add 1 on both sides. So you cross them out. So that will be y equal to negative 3x, negative 12 plus 1 is what? Negative 11. So this is the equation. This is an equation of the line, right? Passing through this point, having slope m equal to negative 3. Did you get it? So now, what you need to know is, if you have a point, right, through which a line passes, and the slope of the line, then you can find equation of the line. Okay? Any questions so far? Yeah. Yep. So, write an equation of the line through the point negative 3, 2 and 2, negative 4. Write the result in a standard form ax plus by equal to c. Okay. So, how do you do this? Any idea? Write an equation of the line through negative 3, 2 and 2, negative 4. So write the result in a standard form ax plus by equal to c. So you have a, let's say this is your x-axis, this is your y. You don't have to make a, you don't have to draw the graph, but I want to show you. You see, you have a line passing through the point negative 3, 2. Maybe negative 3, 2 is somewhere here. Right? It's on the second quadrant, right? And then you have a 2, negative 4. 2, negative 4, maybe somewhere here. So you are trying to find out the equation of what? This line. Right? You don't have to graph. Okay? So now, hey, this is the point 2, negative 4. And this is the point negative, what? So this is the point negative 3, 2. So this is the point negative 3, 2. And this is the point 2, negative 4. You know a point on the line. In fact, you know the 2 points on the line, right? So to find the equation of the line, what do you need? You need a slope and what? 1 point. So you already have a point, right? So if you have a slope, then we can find the equation of the line, right? So now, you see we have 2 points. So how do you find the slope of this line? You see we have 2 points on the line, right? Negative 3, 2 and 2, negative 4, right? So how do you find the slope? You consider one point as x1, y1. You can consider either point, okay, as x1, y1. So let's say x1, y1 is negative 3, 2, and your x2, y2 is 2, negative 4. If you have 2 points, you can find the slope, right? So you guys know that slope is equal to what? y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So what is your y2? What is your y2? Negative 4 minus what is your y1? 2 over what is your x2? 2 minus what is your x1? Negative 3. So now this is negative 4 minus 2 is negative 6 over this is 2 plus 3, which is what? 5. See that? The slope is negative 6 over 5. That makes sense? And it makes sense because this line has the negative slope, right? Because when you go from left to right, the line falls. Is that right? You know that, right? So now you know the slope and you have a point. So you can take, this is the slope. You can take either this point or this point. It's up to you. So, so now you have a slope negative 6 over 5. And you guys know that equation of the line in point slope form is y minus y1 equal to m times x minus x1. Right? So now it will be y minus, what is your y1? You can consider either one of them, okay? So let's say we consider x and y1 this one, okay? Right? Y minus, what is your y1? 2 equal to what is your slope? Negative 6 over 5 from here, right? Parenthesis x minus, what is the value of x1? Negative 3. So now it would be y minus 2 equal to negative 6 over 5 and x, this negative times negative is what? Positive 3. Good? Right? Is that good? Looks good, right? So now, hey, you remember you have to find the equation of the line in a standard form. A standard form which is ax plus by equal to c, a is greater or equal to 0, right? And the greatest common factor of a, b, and c is 1, right? GCF, greatest common factor of a, b, and c is 1, right? So now for that you just do the cross multiplication, okay? That will be easier for you. Make sense? Do cross multiplication. So this is 5 times y minus 2 equal to, what will be this? Negative 6 times x plus 3. Good? And now you distribute this 5. So this is 5y minus 10 equal to, you distribute this negative 6. So this is negative 6x minus 18. So, and look here, this is the standard form, ax plus by equal to c. So we need to move this negative 6x to the left side. Make sense? So now we add 6x on both sides. This is plus 6x plus 6x. You cross them out. So now it is going to be 6x plus 5y minus 10 equals to negative 18. So far so good. And then you see ax plus by equal to c. The constant term must be on the what? Right side. So you have to move negative 10 to the right side. Okay? So now you add 10 on both sides. You cross them out. So you'll have 6x plus 5y equals to negative 18 plus 10. So what is negative 18 plus 10? Negative 8. And the GCF, the greatest common factor of 6, 5, and negative 8 is 1. Right? So that's why this is a standard form. Did you get it? Good job, guys. So, yeah. 6x plus 5y equal to negative 8. So this is a standard form. So if the line passes through the point 0, b, you know the y-intercept is b, right? Y-intercept is the value of y when x equal to 0, right? So look here. So if the line, so they are trying to find out the equation of the line in slope-intercept form, okay? Slope-intercept form. So what they are trying to do here is, let's say you have a line, right, like this, right? What is the y-intercept? Let's say the y-intercept is, you see, y-intercept is the value of y when x equal to 0. So let's say the y-intercept is b. So that means if the y-intercept is b, so this line will pass through the point 0, b. Is that right? Right? Now remember, and let's say the slope of this line, the slope is m. Are you with me? This is the line. It passes through the point what? 0, b, and b is the y-intercept. You know that, right? B is the y-intercept. Right? If the slope of this line is m, remember, the equation of the line in point slope form is y minus y1 equal to m times x minus x1. Right? So now, but it passes through the point 0, b. So if you consider your action y1 equal to this point 0, b, right? So y minus, what is your y1? b. Are you with me? Your y1 is b. Equal to m times x minus, what is your x1? What is the value of x1? 0. That makes sense? So now you have y minus b equal to m. You know, x minus 0 is x, so this is simply what? mx. Right? So if you add b on both sides, you cross them out, and this y equal to what? Y equal to mx plus b. So this is the equation of the line in slope-intercept form. This is the equation of the line in, so this is slope-intercept form, okay? Slope-intercept form. So y equal to mx plus b. Did you get it? Yes? So now what you need to know is, hey, if you have a slope and the y-intercept of a line, we can find the equation of the line. Good. Yeah. the slope-intercept form of the equation of the line with slope m and y-intercept 0, comma b is y equal to mx plus b. Good. So if you want to find out the slope and y-intercept of the line with the equation 4x plus 5y equal to negative 10, so you just rewrite that equation in the form of y equal to mx plus b. So let me show you, okay? Here. So you have the equation 4x plus 5y. So you have the equation 4x plus 5y equal to negative 10. What you are going to find? You are going to find the slope, m equal to what? And you are going to find the y-intercept. So 0, comma b equal to what? Is that right? So now you can reduce, or you can rewrite this equation into this form, y equal to mx plus b. Y equal to mx plus b. You see that? So now, hey, you have a 4x plus 5y equal to negative 10. So we want to reduce this into the form of y equal to mx plus b. We want to rewrite this into this form. Is that right? So we have y on the left side. So keep y term on the left. Move 4x to the what? Right side. So you subtract 4x from both sides. You cross them out, right? So that will give you 5y equal to negative 4x minus 10. Good. So you divide both sides by. Now you see, here you have only y, right? But here we have a 5y. So you want to get rid of this 5, yes? Divide both sides by 5. 5, you divide both sides by 5. Did you get it? So now this 5 and 5 cancelled. So y equal to, you have a negative 4 over 5x minus, what is 10 over 5? 2. Good. So what is the slope, guys? Now what is the value of m? You compare, okay? What is the value of m? You compare this with y equal to mx plus b. So value of m is negative. Yes, so the slope, which is denoted by m, is negative 4 over 5. And what is the y-intercept? What is the value of b? Negative 2, right? So the y-intercept, you see the b equal to negative 2. If you want to write in the form of ordered pairs, so the y-intercept will be 0, comma negative 2. So this is your y-intercept. Any questions so far? So far so good? Good. Okay, so we did that, right? So write an equation of a line through 1, 1 and 2, 4, then graph the line using slope-intercept form. You know that, right? So let me do that for you. Let's work together, okay? So look here, guys, we have 2 points, okay? So write an equation of the line. You need to find the equation, right? You have to find an equation. And the line pass, right? The line through the point what? Equation of the line through the points 1, 1 and 2, 4. right? You know how to find the equation of the line, right? First, you need a what? Slope, right? If you have 2 points, you can find the slope. And then if you have a slope and a point, then you can find the equation of the line using point slope form. That makes sense? Okay. So how do you find the slope, guys? Hey, let me consider this ij x1, y1, and this point ij x2, y2. And what is the slope? How do you find the slope? The slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So what is your y2? 4. Your y2 is 4 minus, what is your y1? 1. Your y1 is 1. What is your x2? 2 minus, what is your x1? 1. So what is 4 minus 1? 3 over, what is 2 minus 1? 1. So this is 3, is that right? Does that make sense? Yes. The slope is what? 3. Now how do you find the equation? You have a slope. Now, while finding the slope, you consider this point ij x1, y1, right? But when you find the equation of the line using a point slope form, you can use this slope and either this point or this point. It doesn't matter, okay? You see what I'm talking, right? So now, let's say I want to pick this point, okay? So we have a slope and we have a point. Remember, y minus y1 equal to m times x minus x1. This is the point slope form. Okay? So now this is y minus. Hey, what is the value of y1, guys? 1. Y minus 1 equal to, what is the value of slope? 3. X minus, what is your x1? 1, right? Right? What I'm saying is, hey, look here, if I do y minus, let's say, if I consider, let's say, for example, to find the equation, if I consider this point ij x1, y1, you will end up with the what? Same equation. You know what I'm saying, right? So let's say y minus y1 is, what is y1? 4 equal to slope is 3. X minus, what is x1? 2. So both will give the same equation. Let's see. So this is y minus 1 equal to, you distribute this 3, so this is 3x, and 3 times negative 1 is what? Negative 3. Right? So, hey, and then you want to write in a slope intercept form, so you add 1 on both sides. Did that make sense? So this negative 1 and positive 1 cancel. So you will have y equal to 3x, the negative 3 plus 1 is what? Minus 2. So now you see that, right? Y equal to 3x minus 2. Now if you work here, so this is y minus 4. You distribute this, okay? This is 3x, 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. Good. So you want to write in the slope intercept form, you add 4 on both sides. This negative 4 and positive 4, you cancel them. So now you got a what? Y equal to 3x. Hey, what is negative 6 plus 4? Negative 2. See that? You end up with the what? Same equation. You see that, right? Good. So now, we found an equation, right? But we need to graph the line using this equation, right? Using the equation of the line in slope-intercept form. So, okay. So what is the y-intercept of this line?
0, -2.
Yes. So remember, y-intercept is, you have equation y equal to 3x minus 2. You compare with y equal to mx plus b. You compare with y equal to mx plus b. B is the value of y-intercept, which is -2, right? Right? So, and if you want to write in the form of order pair, it's going to be 0, -2. So this is your y-intercept, right? So now, hey, we have a, let's say this is your x-axis, this is your y-axis. Make sense? And 0, -2, 0, -2, this is 0 origin, this is 0, -1, -2, this is 0, -2. Are you guys with me? Right? So the line will pass through the point 0, -2. Make sense? But what is the slope? What is the value of slope? What is the slope of the line? 3. So this 3 has 1 on the bottom, 1 on the denominator. Is that right? So slope is positive. So the line will rise from left to right. You know that, right? Slope is positive means. So you see, this is rise. So this m equal to 3/1. This is rise, 3 is rise, and this is run. Is that right? And you guys know the run is the what? Horizontal distance, or change in horizontal distance. Is that right? Rise is the what? Change in vertical distance. So if you have a rise, if you have a run positive, so that means you have to move 1 unit. Because your run is 1 unit. Did you see that, guys? Your run is 1 unit. Are you guys with me? So that means from this point, your run is positive. That means you have to move right. If your run is positive, you have to move right. You have to go right from this point. If your run is negative, you have to go left. If your rise is positive, you have to go up. If your rise is negative, you have to go down. You see what I'm talking, right? Okay. So now you have to go 1 unit right. So this is, let's say this is 0, 1. So you move 1 unit right. You did 1 unit right, right? Right? And then what is your rise? 3. This is positive, right? Then you have to go 3 unit up. You see what I'm talking? So 3 unit up means, look here, if this is your 1, 1, 2, something like that. So you have to go 3 unit up. So from this point, you have to go 3 unit up. 1 unit up, right? Are you with me? 2 unit up, 3 unit up. Makes sense. So this is the point 1, 1. It passes through the point 1, 1, right? So now you see you have a 2 points, so you just like join them, you connect them, right? You connect these 2 points. Yes, you see that, right, guys? Yeah, hey. Did you see that? Now this is the what? Graph. Did you get it? Yeah. And this is, it has a positive slope. So when you go from left to right, the line will be rising. Okay. You see that? We got it, right? Now, use the graph of the linear function f shown to complete the following. Okay, find the slope, y-intercept, and x-intercept. So how do you find the, look at the graph. This is, use the graph of the linear function. So you can easily find this, like a slope, x-intercept, and y-intercept. Right? You can find this. Make sense? You can do now look here, this equation of vertical and horizontal lines. So equation of vertical line. Equation of vertical line. So how do you find the equation of vertical line. So let's say you have a line. This is a vertical line. Yeah. So this is your x-axis, this is your y-axis, and this is the what? Vertical line. Right? If you want to find equation of this vertical line, hey, let's say this vertical line passes through the point, what do you want to say? Let's say a comma 0, okay? Okay, so this line passes through the point what? A comma 0. A comma 0. So that means, you see, every point on this line, every point on this line has the x coordinate A. I'm picking a general point A. You know what I mean? A can be any number, 1, 2, 3, right? Or -1, -2. If it is -1, -2, it will be on the left of the y-axis. Okay? So now you see the value of x is fixed. Because whatever point here, the value of x is always what? A. Are you with me? Right? So this is, let's say this is a comma 1. This is a comma 2. So this is a comma 3. So this is a comma 0. Okay, this is a comma 0. So this is a comma -1. So this is a comma -2. Are you guys with me? Right? So the value of x is fixed. So that's why we say x equal to A is the what? Equation of the vertical line. That makes sense? So x equal to A is an equation of the vertical line. Good? Now, if you want to find equation of horizontal line, so let's say you have y-axis, this is your x-axis, this is your y-axis, and you have a horizontal line like this. And now you have so this is your origin, okay? And let's say it passes through the point 0, comma B. That makes sense? Right? So you see the y value is fixed. X value, it might be -1, comma B. This point is -1, comma B. This point is -2, comma B. This point is 1, comma B, right? This point is 2, comma B. You see the x value varies, right? Varies, but the y value is what? Fixed. That makes sense? So that means, what is the equation of the horizontal line? Y equal to B. Is that right? Y equal to B. That makes sense? Now you can think in another way also. You say, hey, equation of the line in a point slope form is y minus y1 equal to what? M times x minus x1. You see what I'm talking about? This is another way of finding equation. Hey, this line passes through the point 0, comma B, so you can pick x on y1 equal to 0, comma B. Right? Right? And then, what is the slope of the horizontal line? What is the slope of the horizontal line? Yes, 0. So the slope is 0. So now you plug in here, y minus your y1 is b, y minus b, right? Equal to your m is 0, right? And x minus, what is your x1 is 0. So this is y minus b equal to this 0 times whatever. On the right side, you'll have a 0. Is that right? Now, that will be what? Y equal to b. Or you can think slope intercept from y equal to mx plus b. You guys know that the slope of the original line is 0. So 0 times x is 0. And it has the y-intercept b, so y equal to b. Different way of thinking. That makes sense? Now, if you have two distinct non-vertical lines, right, and they are parallel if and only if they have the same slope. You know the parallel lines, right? So, so the parallel lines, so something like this. So these two lines are parallel. So this is your x-axis, this is your y-axis. So these two lines are parallel because the distance between these two lines, the distance here means perpendicular distance, like this distance, or this distance, or this distance. Are you guys with me? So the perpendicular distance, the distance between these two lines is always fixed. It's parallel. And if you extend them indefinitely in either direction, they are not going to meet, or they are not going to intersect. Right? So this is like, you see what I'm talking about, right? If you extend this way, they are not going to intersect. Now, but you see, these two lines have the what? Same slope. If two lines are parallel, right? If and only if they have the same slopes. So this L1, this is L2, L1 and L2 are parallel. Parallel if and only if the slope of this line is M1 and slope of this line is M2, M1 equal to M2. Keep in mind, okay? Two lines are parallel if and only if they have the same slopes. Got it? Good. Now the next one is the perpendicular lines, right? So if you have two lines perpendicular with each other, the product of their slopes is -1. Or you can say the slope of one line is negative of the reciprocal of the slope of other lines. Did you get it? So, you know the perpendicular lines, right? They make right angle, right? So, if you have let's say, this is your x-axis, this is your y-axis, and you have two lines, let's say, this is the line L1, and you have another line, let's say this is the line L2, and they are perpendicular to each other, right? So if that is the case, now you see the L1 is perpendicular to L2, is that right? So let's say the slope of L1, slope of this line is, let's say, slope equal to M1, and slope of this line is, let's say, this is M2. The slope of this line is M1, and the slope of this line is M2. Right? So now, if you want to, you see, you guys know that line L1 is perpendicular perpendicular, right? Perpendicular to L2, to the line L2, to the line L2. So if and only if M1 times M2, the product of their slopes is what? -1. Okay? So if you solve for M1, let's say you want to find the value of, are you guys with me so far? If the product of their slopes equal to what? -1, right? Or let's say you want to solve for M1. If you want to solve for M1, you divide both sides by M2. Are you with me? Right? So now you cross them out. So what did you get here? You see M1 equal to -1 over M2. So you can say, in other words, two lines are perpendicular if the slope of one line is negative of the reciprocal. You know, the reciprocal of M2 is 1 over M2, right? You know that reciprocal. Reciprocal of 3 is 1 over 3, right? Or if you solve for M2, let's say you have M1 times M2 equal to -1. If you want to solve for M2, you need to divide both sides by M1. Is that right? Right? And then this M1 on the numerator and M1 on the denominator cancel. And so you'll have a M2 equal to what? -1 over M1. Did you see that? You got it? Mm-hmm. Good job, guys. Any questions so far? No? No, right? Okay. So now we need to write the equation in both slope, intercept, and standard form of the line that passes through the point 3, 5 and satisfies the given condition parallel to the line 2x plus 5y equal to 4. Remember, if the lines are parallel, their slopes are equal. If the lines are perpendicular, product of their slopes equals to -1. Does that make sense? Good. Okay. So now, hey, we need to find the equation, okay? You write an equation. Write the equation, okay? So you write the equation of the lines in both slope-intercept form, okay, and standard form, passing through the point what? Passing through the point. So write the equation of the line, okay, of the line passing through the point 3, 5 and parallel to the line and parallel to the line 2x plus 5y equal to 4. How do you find that? So we need to find the equation of the line passing through the point 3, 5 and parallel to this line, right? So you see, we are going to find the equation of the line through the point 3, 5. So you already know the point. You already have a point, right? What you need is the slope. But you know the line passing through the point 3, 5 is parallel to the what? Line 2x plus 5y equal to 4. So if I find the slope of this line, right? The equation of the line, which equation is to be found also have the what? Same slope. You see what I'm talking, right? The equation of the line passing through the point 3, 5 is parallel to the line what? 2x plus 5y equal to 4. So that means, let me find out the slope of this line. So how do you find the slope of this line? How do you find?
You move 2x to the other side and then you divide by 5.
Yes. So you have a 2x plus 5y equal to 4. The goal is to rewrite this into the form of y equal to mx plus b. Right? So that means we need to keep the y term on the left side. So you keep 5y here, and you move this to the right side. So that will be negative 2x plus 4. Make sense? Okay, so now we need only y here. So you divide both sides by what? 5. So you do divide 5 here, divide by 5 here, divide by what? 5 here. Right? So you cross them out, this 5 on the numerator and 5 on the denominator. So you y equal to negative 2 over 5x plus 4 over 5. So what is the slope of this line? Yes, negative 2 over 5. Make sense? This is negative 2 over 5. Now, remember, the line passing through the point 3, 5, passing through the point 3, 5 is parallel to this line. Is that right? So what will be the slope of the line passing through the point 3, 5? Yes, negative 2 over 5. Right? So now you see this line passing through the point 3 over 5, 3, 5. So we have a point x1, y1, which is 3, 5, and this line also have the same slope, negative 2 over 5. Is that right? So this will have a slope negative 2 over 5. Now how do you find the equation of this line? You have a point, you have a slope, right? Right? How do you find the equation? Point slope form. This is a point. You see the point is known, and the slope is known, right? So you use point slope form, okay? Use point slope form. And you know the point slope form is y minus y1 equals to m times x minus x1. So if you look here, that will be y minus, what is the value of y1? 5 equal to slope is negative 2 over 5 and x minus, what is the value of x1? What is the value of x1? 3. So now you need to find the equation of the line in both slope-intercept form and in a standard form. Okay? So let me find out in slope-intercept form, okay? So what do you have here? Y minus 5 equals to, you distribute this negative 2 over 5. You distribute, okay? Negative 2 over 5. Negative 2 over 5 times x. So this is negative 2 over 5x. And negative 2 over 5 times negative 3. So this will be, what is negative 2 over 5 times negative 3? What is that? Negative 2 over 5 times negative 3. What is this, guys? Negative 2 over 5 times negative 3. What is that? It has 1 in the denominator, right? So what is negative 2 times negative 3? 6 over what is 5 times 1? Make sense? Yes? So now, so let's write down in a slope-intercept form. So you need to move 5 to the what? Right side. Make sense? So how do you do that? We add 5 on both sides. You cross them out, so that will be y equal to negative 2 over 5x plus 6 over 5 plus 5. 6 over 5 plus 5. Does that make sense? Okay. So now it is pi by the 1 in the denominator. You add them up, okay? So this is 6 over 5 plus 5 over 1. So it will be y equal to negative 2 over 5x plus, hey, I want to make a common denominator here, okay? This 5. Can I multiply this by 5 in the numerator and denominator? Can I do that? I want to combine the 6 over 5 and 5, okay? So this is going to be 6 over 5 plus this 5 times 5 is 25 over 5. So it would be y equal to negative 2 over 5x plus, hey, what is 6 plus 25? And I can add the numerator. You know why? Because I have the same denominator, right? So what is 6 plus 25? 31 over 5. So this is the equation of the line in slope-intercept form. So this is in slope-intercept form. You got it? Right? And now you have to find the equation of the line in what? A standard form also. Okay? So remember the standard form. Remember the standard form is, do you know that? Do you remember the standard form? Yes, what is the standard form, guys?
AX plus BY equals C.
Yes, good job. AX plus BY equal to C, where A, B, and C are relatively prime. So that means the greatest common factor of A, B, and C is 1. Okay? So now, to find in this form, hey, I want to multiply, so I want to multiply both sides by LCD. You know the least common denominator is 5. Least common denominator is 5, right? You multiply both sides by 5. So it will be 5 times y equal to 5 times negative 2 over 5x plus 5 times 31 over 5. Because I want to get rid of the denominator, right? I want to rewrite this equation in the form of ax plus by equal to c. So hey, you see that? We can cancel this 5 on the top and on the bottom. And same thing here, right? We can cancel 5 on the numerator and 5 in the denominator. So it would be 5 times y equal to negative 2x plus 31. Good. So now you add 2x on both sides. So this you add 2x on both sides. You cross them out. So that would be, you see this is 2x plus 5y equal to 31. And you see the greatest common factor of 2, 5, and 31 is 1, right? Right? All of them are prime. 2 is prime, 5 is prime, and 31 is prime, right? Are you with me? You got it? Good. So now this is a standard form. Standard form. Any questions so far? Good. So now if you want to find the, now look at the part B, okay? Did I, 4 over 5? Good, right? 2x plus 5y. Yeah, we are good. So now look here, guys. So we need to find the equation of the line perpendicular to the line what? 2x plus 5y equal to 4, passing through the point 3, 5. But here, let's say perpendicular. Now this is perpendicular now, okay? perpendicular. Let me write down here, this is perpendicular. Good. So let me, by the way, so I don't have to change anything here, right? Because this is 2x plus 5y equal to 4, 2x plus 5y equal to 4, and you, what did you do here? You subtract. So now, why did I read this one? Look here. So now you subtract of 2x from both sides, right? So that'll give you 5y equal to negative 2x plus 4, and then you divide both sides by what? 5. Yeah, and you see this is the slope. Now we have to erase this one. So look here, guys. So you need to find the equation of the line passing through the point 3, 5 and perpendicular to the line 2x plus 5y equal to 4. So you know the perpendicular, when the lines are perpendicular, the product of their slopes equal to what? What is the product of the slopes of the lines perpendicular to each other? Negative 1, right? So what is the slope of this line? Negative 2 over 5, right? 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 So you can consider here let. So can you tell me what will be the slope of the line perpendicular to this line? You see what I'm talking, right? You understand my question? Okay.
I might be wrong, but wouldn't you just flip them and do 5 over negative 2?
Yeah.
For the slope to be opposite.
You flip, so that will give you 5 over negative 2, and you have to multiply by negative. Negative of the reciprocal. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So you can do that, or you can think in this way. So you see the lines perpendicular to this, any lines perpendicular to 2x plus 5 equal to 4 will have slope, let's say m1 equal to negative, right? Negative of the reciprocal of this. Is that right? Right? Are you with me? So negative of the reciprocal of this means 1 over negative 2 over 5. Does that make sense? Or you can think in this way. If you consider the slope of the lines perpendicular to this line is m1, m1 times m must be equal to what? Negative 1. Same thing, right? Right. So m1 times, what is the value of m? Negative 2 over 5. Because m is negative 2 over 5 equal to what? Negative 1. That makes sense? Right? So this is same as the easiest way for this one will be, hey, m1 times negative 2. This m1 has the 1 in the denominator. You guys know that, right? So what is m1 times negative 2? What is x times 2? 2x. What is y times 3? 3y. So what is m1 times negative 2? Yeah, negative 2m1. Yeah. So this is negative 2m1 over 5 equals negative 1. That makes sense? And now it has a 1 in the denominator, right? You cross multiply. So negative 2m1 equal to 5 times negative 1 is negative 5. Good? So how do you find the value of m1? You divide both sides by? You divide both sides by what? Negative 2, right? So you cross them out, so that will be what? M1 equal to negative, but you see negative on the numerator and negative on the denominator. So you cancel them, right? Right? So what will be this? What will be this? Yeah, 5/2. You can do that way, or you can do this way. It's the same thing. You see? So this is negative. So this is 1 divided by negative 2/5. Did you guys see that? This is 1 divided by negative 2/5, right? Right? And this 1 hides the 1 in the denominator. So this is negative. So 1/1. Hey, when you switch division into multiplication, what will happen, guys? What will happen? You switch division into multiplication, you flip it. Is that right? Right? So that's going to be 5 over what? Negative 2. Are you with me? So now it's same like a negative 5 over what? Negative 2. Are you with me? And which is what? 5/2. Either way is fine, okay? Now, you have the slope, you have a point, and you can find the equation, right? By using point slope. Make sense? So what is the point slope form? So you got a M1 equal to 5/2. So you have a point, so that is 3/3, 5, and you have a slope, so that is 5/2, and you can find the equation by using the formula y minus y1 equal to m times x minus x1. Good? So y minus, what is your y1? What is the value of y1? Yes, 5. So equal to, what is the value of slope? This is m1, okay, the slope is m1, right? What is the value of slope? 5/2 times x minus, what is your x1? 3. Good? So now, hey, can I do, we need to find the equation of the line in slope-intercept form, okay? So this is y minus 5 equal to, let's distribute this 5/2. We want to find in slope-intercept form as well as standard form. So first, let us find in slope-intercept form. You distribute this. What is 5/2 times x? Just 5/2 x, right? What is 5/2 times negative 3? What is 5/2 times negative 3? Huh? 5/2 times negative 3.
Negative 15/2.
Yes, this negative 3 also has a 1 in here. 5 times negative 3, negative 15/2 times 1, 2. Make sense? So now you add 5 on both sides. So that will be, you 5 cancel, so this y equal to 5/2x. And what is this? Negative, hey, can you combine this? So you have, you can write this way, 5 minus 15/2. Does that make sense? This is positive 5. 5 minus 15/2. How do you simplify this? How do you combine this, guys? You want to make a common denominator, right? What is the denominator here? 2. You want to make 2 here, right? So if you want to put 2 here, you have to multiply this by 2 also. Good? Yes? So now what will happen? So this is, what is 2 times 5? 10/2 minus 15/2. What is 10 minus 15? Yes, negative 5. Negative 5/2. So now, you see when you combine this 5 minus 15/2, so you got negative 5/2. Is that right? So this is an equation of the line in what? Is that right? Did we do right here? Negative 2/5. Okay. Then what do, yeah. We got it. So now you see this is the equation of the line in slope-intercept form. This is in slope-intercept form, okay? So now if you want to find in a standard form, this is slope-intercept, okay? Slope-intercept form. If you want to find in a standard form, right, you just like you have a, look here, if you want to find in a standard form, so what do you have here? Y equal to 5 half x minus 5 over 2. Y equal to 5 half x minus 5 over 2. This y has the denominator 1. Is that right? We want to get rid of the denominator. We have a denominator 2 here. This denominator 2. We want to get rid of this. How can we free from the denominator? Multiply both sides by? Multiply both sides by what? Multiply both sides by 2. Is that right? Are you guys with me? So this 2 and 2, cross them out. This 2 and 2, cross them out. So 2y equal to 5x minus 5. Right? And you know the standard form. The standard form is what? You need to write in the form of ax plus by equal to c, where greatest common factors of a, b, and c is 1. Or in other words, a, b, and c are relatively prime. So you need to move 5x. Now, you got to be very careful. In the standard form, a is always non-negative. That makes sense? A cannot be negative, either 0 or positive. It should be either 0 or positive. So if I move 5x to the left side, I have a negative 5x. Is that right? Right? Hold on a second. I can rewrite this in this way. Is that same? Right? So now you subtract 2y from both sides. I can do that. You cross them out. So 5x minus 2y minus 5 equal to 0, right? Then you add 5 on both sides. So you add 5 on both sides. You cross them out. So that will be 5x minus 2y equal to 5. You see that? Did you get it? So this is the equation of the line in a standard form. So this is a standard form. So you see that, guys? Yeah. So yeah, these are the, if you look at the slides, okay, you can see the equation is y equal to mx plus b. So look at the slides, okay. So equation is y equal to mx plus b. That is the slope-intercept form, right? And slope is m, y-intercept is b. And then you have a point-slope form. You see that, right? Y minus y1 equal to m times x minus x1. And you have equation in standard form, right? And this is the horizontal line y equal to b, vertical line x equal to a. And now you can, do that on your own, right? You have a year and the cost in dollars, right? Did you see that? So x equal to 0 represent 2009. X equal to 1 represent 2010, right? And you do that, so they find out the slope taking 2 points. You see that? I'll show you here. Look here. So they have 2 points, 0, 6312 and 4, 8070, right? Okay, guys, I want to stop here. I'll see you next time, okay?